tell me when you're ready to go.
Ready?
About 3.5 years ago I had a house party in a place called Acton in West London.
He originally invited me to play some football for his university team. Yeah, and then we started playing music. And
in the basement in my old house we had a drum kit and a couple of amps and a washing machine. And yeah, and then we were all kind of learning about music in general, just jamming really, just improvising, just sitting down, playing whatever the hell comes into your head and just sort of playing along. That's how it started.
That's interesting. How did I get into music? I mean, my dad listened to sort of like loads of like heavy metal and stuff like that, and a bit of Pink Floyd, bit of kind of like a nice range of music, and like I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. So they're like one day, hey, do you want to learn to play guitar? And I was like, okay. And this was when I was 8. Yeah, and I just somehow kept playing up until where I am today, and like it just sort of gradually snowballs and you get better and better. It becomes more fun, and yeah.
Man, good question. I'd say, who would I love to go and play with? I'm not sure. I'm so rubbish with new bands nowadays. It's not that I don't care. It's just I love listening to hip hop and stuff. And I can't really think of any like hip hop bands that are going really. It's a really hard question. Let me literally actually think about that. Who would you say that?
I'd go with Animal Collective, just because that band's been my favourite band for a while now. So.
Busking is a short-term thing. Right now, busking isn't very good because it's still out of tourist season. Weather's still a bit low, so you don't get many people around. Busking is fun, don't get me wrong, but we rely on it in a way for a little bit of income. It's quite disheartening. It can be quite disheartening when you don't get when there's no one around, you don't get enough money from your thing. And we're using it as a gateway to bigger things. We use it a lot for practice to perform in front of people. But now we play gigs and you get paid gigs and things, and also like musically maybe for session work and things like that. We're moving more towards that direction. I think busking is a stepping stone. It's not. I wouldn't like for it to be something I relied on. I don't think it's solid enough. There's too many variables to rely on busking. It's just fun with a bit of money on the side.
Well, the last gig I can remember I went to in London was Animal Collective, so that's probably the best gig I've seen in London. Although no, to be fair, actually, I think the best gig I've seen is on a Monday night at Club 49 on Greek Street in Soho. They have this great like sort of Brazilian salsa, funk, kind of reggae band that comes in there, free entry, happy hour till 9 o'clock. I'll see you there.
A while back I went to see Pete Rock and CL Smooth, who are celebrating the 20th anniversary of one of their first album, and that was a while ago, over a year ago now. That's the first thing that comes to my head in terms of the best gig I've been to, just because of the atmosphere, and it's just amazing. And I love the way that the messages they put in between their songs and things like that. I think that's something that very much influenced me. We always want a message. We don't want to just say anything. We're very suppose social issues, got a lot to say about those, about general life itself. We're spreading positivity, because that's what I feel it should be done, especially this day and age. We're in a bit of a hellhole in a lot of ways. A lot of people need to be given a reason to think in good ways, and we hope, because our music is our main focus, the music itself, but we're never going to decline the message involved. I think one of my favourite topics probably revolves around corruption and authority. So just trying to get people to realise that they are actually their own bosses again, and you don't have to think in certain ways that people tell you to, and actually to enjoy that freedom, because it's like probably the greatest thing in the world.